All right, I am here with Gianna Vadino. Am I saying that correctly?
Yep, that's
All
it.
right, very good. So let's start at the beginning. I know that you are 6-0 right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, how did you get into fighting? You're a female. I'm sure you get all the time. What the hell are you doing? So
Yeah.
tell me how you got into all this.
Yeah. So I guess I got started kind of late. I don't know, late, I guess. I started when I was like 27. I wanted to get into boxing just as like a workout, and I found like a Groupon for one of those kickboxing places that you go to where there's like a bunch of bags and someone's yelling at you on a microphone. Um, and I was kind of like, this isn't really what I had in mind. And then my friend knew somebody who was opening a Muay Thai gym, and I was like, oh, I'll try it. And then, yeah, I started there, and it was exactly what I was looking for. And I really had no intention of fighting or anything. I used to be a runner, so I just like wanted to find a new exercise, I guess. And
Okay.
yeah, I ended up being like decent at it, and yeah, then I just started competing. And that's
All
it.
right. So what gym are you with now? I mean, that's not the Groupon gym, correct?
Correct. No, I am at North Star MMA now up in Germantown in Philly.
Very good. And from the time you started training to the time of your first fight, about how long was that?
Well, actually, my first fight was in 2021. So I started training in like 5 years. What's 5 years ago? 2018, 2017.
18-ish, yeah, something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
So I started training 5 years ago. I didn't fight until 2021 at the WKAs. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, COVID happened and it kind of like screwed up like fight plans, I guess.
Right.
I didn't really, I started competing in jiu-jitsu before I did kickboxing.
Okay. So when you competed at the WKAs, you're referring to the tournament, correct?
Yes, yeah.
And how many fights did you have at the tournament?
I had 2 fights at the tournament.
Oh, wow. So your first 2 fights, they're all
Yeah.
on the same weekend there. Good,
Yeah, and
good, good.
I had done 2 smokers before that, so I had like a little bit of ring experience, but yeah, 2 fights were my like intro into it.
All right. So we're working on the fight against Alex Kelly, March 18th. Full rules tie, punches, kicks, knees, and elbows. How many of those fights, full rules, have you had?
I've only fought full rules, I think. Actually, I had one Muay Thai fight that no elbows were allowed, but yeah, all my other ones have been full rules.
Perfect. And you made sort of history in Pennsylvania, correct? When you came up to the GFC and you won that title, and that was the first full rules fight for the state of Pennsylvania, where they allowed elbows, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Tell me about that title fight against Kelly, and tell me if did it matter to you that you were going to be the first one to do that? Is that kind of like a small little history thing?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely really cool, especially because we were, the only female fight or like the first female fighters to do that too. So that was really cool. That fight with Kelly was awesome. She's super tough. I was definitely like really nervous about it. And it was definitely really close. So I was, super excited to have won that one.
Very good, very good. So fast forward to this Kelly, Alex Kelly. What do you know about Alex? And when you first heard about this fight, did you think that, hey, this is a good matchup for me? This is a good challenge for me? Tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Alex. I know that she has a belt with under K1 rules with USKA, right? Is that right?
That is correct. Yep.
Yeah. And then, I know she's 7-5, so she has a lot of, she has a lot of fight experience, kind of double what I have. So that's a little intimidating. But yeah, when I heard about the fight, I was like super excited about it. I think she's going to be a tough opponent. I'm definitely, I've been working on a lot, so I'm definitely ready to like showcase what I've been working on. I'm also going up. I usually fight at 125, so I am going up a weight class. So I'm kind of excited to see how I feel at a heavier weight class, not cutting as much weight. I think it'll be good.
Very good. Yes, you're moving up a little bit. Now, do you have to cut weight to get to 135, or are you just at your walk around weight?
No, I usually walk around at like 142, so I'll have to cut a little bit of weight, but it's nothing compared to 125. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And how about your training from day one? Do you look at a fight and you say, oh, we're going to train specifically for that? Does your team game plan for that, or is it just business as usual for you?
Um, I guess it's a mix of a few things. I mean, obviously, like with amateur, you can't really like find a lot of videos of your opponents out there. So, and I feel like, especially in amateur, like from fight to fight, you kind of like improve on a lot of things. So I feel like it's kind of hard to prepare for what your opponent's gonna do, I guess, because you're just still developing your game. So I think like we take from whatever my last fight was and kind of work on things from that. Build off of what I did well, work on what I didn't do so well. And yeah, I kind of just like spar with people who are maybe a little more similar in like style or height to who my opponent is. But yeah, I guess other than those things, it's kind of like business as usual. I don't really like ever stop training. Like I'm in the gym 6 days a week. So it's not like I come off of a fight and I like take off for like a couple weeks. I'm
Right.
going all the time. So
Right, right. So in those 6 days you're at the gym, that kind of leads to my next question. What is your training schedule? I mean, you in there early mornings, you in there twice a day, you in there once a day. What do you do? You spar every day? What do you do?
yeah, so I usually I run every morning and I lift like 4 or 5 days a week in the mornings too. And then yeah, I'll do Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu at night. So I'm at the gym for like 3 or 4 hours in the evening. Usually we do like harder sparring 2 days a week, and then every other day is like light touch sparring, more technical. So yeah, and then like different days we focus on boxing, focus on MMA, focus on Muay Thai. So it's kind of like a little different every day, but for the most part, it's Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu every night.
Right, right. And you had mentioned you did a grappling tournament and stuff before. What is your ultimate goal with all this?
I want to do MMA. So I guess, I mean, I'll take whatever fights that come up and like make sense. Whether it's Muay Thai or, MMA. So yeah, that's my ultimate goal. I like, equally like jujitsu and Muay Thai, and I really want to put them together. So
Perfect. Right.
yeah,
It all mixes well. Very
yeah.
good. Very good. So we're about, I guess, almost a month, a little less than a month out from this fight. What does the next month look like for you?
Um, as far as like training and everything goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Training, diet, prep. I mean, you're going up in weight, but you really don't have to add weight. Are you lifting to add weight, or is that
No.
no? You lift and that's that.
Yeah, I just lift and that's that. I go to a trainer twice a week, so he whatever he has me do, I do.
Right, right, right.
And then, on my days that I'm not there, I'm just like doing my normal thing like in my basement. But yeah, I'm not putting on any weight. I'm just not typically like if I was fighting at 125, I would like lose probably like 8 pounds like through diet. And exercise. But now I'm just kind of like maintaining my diet and just, doing my exercise as normal. So I think like the only difference is I'm just like not, eating as little as I would normally.
Right, right, right. And who are some of the people that you train with? I know it's at North Star, but you want to drop a few names, your sparring partners, trainers, things like that?
Yeah, Jackson Galka is my coach, my trainer, for Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. And my training partners, I don't know, like everybody at my gym, I like appreciate who gives me rounds and like trains with me. So, I train with, Trey and Paul and, who else? Isis. Yeah, I don't know. Just everybody who's there, I'm like appreciative. I'm like blanking on everybody's names right now, of course.
Right, right, yeah.
But
I put you on a
yeah,
spot, yeah.
yeah.
So speaking of putting you on the spot, okay, let's say the fight goes your way, you win. When that fight ends and they announce your name, if that's the way it goes, who do you look out into the audience? Who are you looking for?
Honestly, I don't really like, I feel like I don't really look at anybody. I'm just kind of like in my head, just, like hoping that my name is called. And then, if and when it is, yeah, it's just like a rush. I look at my coaches, whoever's in my corner. I feel like the last couple fights that I've had, they have not been very local. So there really hasn't been like anybody in the crowd. So it's kind of like I'm not really looking for anybody. So I guess typically I just like look to my corner.
All right, so it's all about you. I get it. All
Yeah.
right. All right. The fight is March 18th. It's the 135-pound title. It's punches, kicks, knees, and elbows. And tickets are for sale at uskfights.com. And you have a link and everything else where you can hook up all your fans, right?
Yes, the link to get tickets through me is in my bio on my Instagram, in the blue corner, I believe. So buy tickets.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's sharing this video in the future, and you could the link will be attached right to it for her.
Yeah.
So, all right, I will give you the last word, and I look forward to meeting you on March 18th.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I hope everybody comes out and watches in real life, because it's not too far from Philly. Super excited and can't wait.
All right, very good. See you March 18th.
Thank you so much. Bye.